गुरु मेरी पूजा, गुरु गोविंद, गुरु मेरा पार ब्रह्म, गुरु भगवंत, गुरु मेरी पूजा।
शान्तं शाश्वतं प्रमेयमनघं निर्वाणशान्तिप्रदं ब्रह्मा शम्भुफणीन्द्रसेव्यमनिशं वेदान्तवेद्यं विभुं रामाख्यं जगदीश्वरं सुरगुरुं मायामनुष्यं वन्देऽहं करुणाकरं रघुवरं भूपालचूडामणि सकलसुमङ्गलदायक रघुनायक गुणगान सादर सुनैत करई बाबा सिंधु बिना जल जान सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। आरती कीजय हनुमान लला की, आरती कीजय हनुमान लला की। दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की, आरती कीजय हनुमान लला की, आरती कीजय हनुमान लला की। चिन्मयं
चिन्मयं
जगदीश्वरं
जगदीश्वरं
प्रणमाम्यहम्
प्रणमाम्यहं
चिन्मयं
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 जगदीश्वरं
जगदीश्वरं
प्रणमाम्यहम्
प्रणमाम्यहं
चिन्मयं
चिन्मयं
जगदीश्वरं
जगदीश्वरं
प्रणमाम्यहम्
प्रणमाम्यहम्
न कर्मणा न प्रजया धनेन त्यागेनैके अमृतत्वमानशुः यो वेदादौ स्वरप्रोक्तो वेदान्ते च प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रकृतिलीनस्य यः परः स महेश्वरः न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति। ॐ हर हर नमः पार्वतीपतये हर हर महादेव। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। चिन्मयं जगदीश्वरं प्रणमाम्यहम् चिन्मयं Jagadishwaram Pranamamyaham.
Hari Om all. My pranams to Pujya Gurudev, our Swamiji, Swami Dhirananda ji, and all of you. We are not eligible to welcome Gurudev here because this is Gurudev's house and this is where he resides. So how can we welcome Gurudev to his own house that we all come to visit him and spend our time with him? So I don't think it will be appropriate for us to welcome Gurudev. Then I thought maybe I have to welcome all of you, but then that also doesn't make sense because we are all children of Gurudev. And children doesn't need any welcome to come to our own house. But there is one place where we can welcome Gurudev. Like our Swamiji has Gurudev in his heart 24/7. We can welcome Gurudev into our hearts 24/7. We can welcome Gurudev today, right here, into our hearts. So if we can make our time availability to Gurudev more, then Gurudev will be more present in our heart, and that is the best way to welcome Gurudev.
Dear Pujya Gurudev, words cannot express our gratitude to be gathered today in your presence in this wonderful Chinmaya facility that you have given us. We are grateful that you have gifted us with Swami Dhirananda. Swamiji has constantly reminded us of your life and message as we continue our spiritual sadhana. On this special day, when Pujya Gurudev visits Chinmaya Mission Washington Regional Center, and more specifically, Chinmaya, as a part of the Chinmaya Amrit Yatra, it is indeed our rare privilege to perform your worship with the traditional Shodashopachara puja with 16 services that are a part of this puja. This puja will be led by children, Swamiji, Gurudev.
Let us all take the sankalpa before we commence our puja to Pujya Gurudev, who is in our presence today. Please repeat after me. Shri Chinmaya Sadguru Prasadena, Shri Chinmaya Sadguru Prasadena, Hindu Samskarasya, Punarjagarana, Utthana, Ekata Siddhyartham, Jnana Bhakti Vairagya, Siddhyarthancha, Shodashopachara Pujam Karishyē, Bhavachinmaya Deshika Me Sharanam, Pujya Gurudev, we welcome you to Chinmayam and offer you a royal throne as your seat. Purusha evedagam sarvam yad bhutam yaccha bhavyam utamritatvasyeşanah yadannenatirohati. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Ratna Simhasanam Samarpayami.
Pujya Gurudev, we offer cool madhuparkam to quench your thirst. Tasmad viradajayata virajo adhipurushaha sajato atyarichyata paschat bhumimato puraha. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Madhuparkam Samarpayami.
Pujya Gurudev, we will now perform Abhisheka to your holy feet as we chant Guru Stotram. अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. Pujya Gurudev, please accept this new silk veshti.
सप्तास्यासन् परिदयः
त्रिसप्तसमिधः कृताः देवाय यज्ञं तन्वानाः अबध्नन् पुरुषं पशुम्. ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः. वस्त्रं समर्पयामि. Pujya Gurudev, we perform archana to your holy feet as we recite your 108 glorious names along with their meaning. Tasmadashva ajayanta yejo bhayadatah gavo hajagmire tasmat jata ajavayah. I offer salutations unto the unborn.
Om Ajaya Namaha.
I offer salutations unto the imperishable.
Om Avyayaya Namaha.
I surrender unto the indestructible.
Om Avinashine Namaha.
I offer salutations unto the one who is beyond the mind.
Om Achintyaya Namaha.
I bow down unto the self-effulgent one.
Om Swayam Jyotishe Namaha.
I offer salutations unto the one established in the highest wisdom, person of perfection.
Om Sthita Prajnaya Namaha.
I surrender unto the one who is all forgiving.
Om Kshama Shilaya Namaha.
I offer salutations unto the one who is the embodiment of knowledge.
Om Jnanamurtaye Namaha.
I offer salutations unto the one who attained realization through the path of knowledge.
Om Jnanayogine Namaha.
I surrender unto the one who is content in the knowledge of the self.
Om Jnanatriptaya Namaha.
I surrender unto the one who is the embodiment of eternity, purity, wisdom, and freedom.
Om Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namaha.
I surrender unto the one who is the embodiment of eternity, purity, wisdom, and freedom.
Om Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namaha.
I offer salutations unto pure consciousness, Chinmaya, the revealer of truth.
Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha.
I bow down unto pure consciousness, Chinmaya, the revealer of truth.
Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha.
Pujya Gurudev, we now offer Karpura Arati to you. It signifies the burning of our vasanas as we perform selfless, dedicated service along with our sadhana, while constantly reveling in your presence.
Vedahamitam purusham mahantam Adityavarnam tamasastu pare Sarvani rupani vichitya dhiraha Namani kritva bhivadanyadaste Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha Mangala Neerajanam Samarpayami. Please offer it to them. Please offer namaskarams, the Karpura Arati.
Pujya Gurudev, we offer the garland of mantras to you.
Dhata
Tadyamudra jahara shakrah pravidvan pradishaschatasraha tamevam vidvan amrita iha bhavati nanyah panthayanaaya vidyate yo vedadau swarah prokto vedante cha pratishtitah tasya prakritilinasya yah parassa maheshwarah. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Mantra Pushpam Samarpayami. Kayena Vacha Manasendriyairva Buddhyatmana va Prakrite Svabhavat Karomi Adyat Sakalam Parasmai Narayanayeti Samarpayami Narayanayeti Samarpayami.
Om Krishnarpanamastu.
My prostrations to Pujya Gurudev, Pranam Swamiji, Vedanta teachers, executive members, and beloved Chinmaya family. Pujya Gurudev, you were lovingly and devotionally received with the Purna Kumbham by Anil Kishorji and Rita Kishorji family and Raja Kirkire family with Meeraji. Pujya Gurudev, our Yajmans who perform the Shodashopachara Puja are Vaishali and Prakash Sesha, as they are working to bring you to us permanently. Pujya Gurudev, you often say, catch them young, and children are not vessels to be filled, but lamps to be lit. And that's what our center did today. We caught these 5 young, beautiful, spectacular chanters who performed today's Shodasha Upachara Puja and willing to offer their Vedic chanting talents anytime and anywhere.
Dear Pujya Gurudev, Swami Dhirananda, and fellow devotees, it's truly an honor to be able to share a message on this memorable day when we welcome our Pujya Gurudev, Swami Chinmayananda, virtually to CMWRC, Chinmaya Mission Washington Regional Center, and more specifically to the Chinmayam Ashram. My prostrations to Pujya Gurudev's holy feet. I would like to share some thoughts that reflect our Pujya Gurudev's Mahima, what we call as Chinmaya Mahima. I will begin with his Mahima in influencing my personal life, and then follow it up with observations on how this Mahima has influenced this entire planet over the past 75 years of the Chinmaya movement. That is what we are celebrating this year. As some of you may already know, I was introduced to Chinmaya Yuva Kendra in Bangalore at the age of around 14 or 15, I don't remember exactly. When I was a very confused youth, lost in my personal troubles, I always tell this to the youth, I studied in a Christian school, and I was almost close to converting to Christianity, partly because of my incorrect understanding of Sanatana Dharma, absence of people to explain that to me, and the powerful Christian lobby that was all around me. Some of those basic questions that even our 3rd and 4th graders can answer now, we did not know those answers that time, and Yuva Kendra greatly helped me. Pujya Gurudev, I met you for the first time that year in Bangalore when you came to visit us, and I heard your thundering voice for the first time when you were delivering Vakyavriti in the morning and Bhagavad Gita in the evening. I did not understand much at all of what you were saying, but I was just mesmerized by your voice, your personality, and that conviction by which you delivered it. There was really no turning back, like the same is for many, many other people.
Gurudev, how insightful of you to foresee that children that are born and brought up here may steer away from our culture, religion, and Vedantic learning. So you brilliantly built in bhajans and dances as part of the Balavihar program.
श्रुतितत्त्वाय गुरवे नमः गमगधीभावरसलसिताय गुरवे नमः मम विधिं रागनरहरिं तं सद्गुरुं नमः
ब्रह्ममोक्कटे पर ब्रह्ममोक्कटे पर ब्रह्ममोक्कटे पर ब्रह्ममोक्कटे ತಂದನಾನಾಗಿ ತಂದನಾನ ಪುರೆ ತಂದನಾನ ಬಳ ತಂದನಾನ ಬಳ ತಂದನಾನ ಬಳ ತಂದನಾನ కడిగేగే నువ్వు మీద కాయు ఎండొకటే పుడమి సునగము మీద పొలెను ఎండొకటే కడుపు నెలను పాప కర్ములను సరిగావ జడియు శ్రీ వెంకటే స్వరునామము ఒకటే కడుపు నెలను పాప కర్ములను సరిగావ జడియు శ్రీ వెంకటే స్వరునామము ఒకటే శ్రీ వెంకటేశ్వరు నామము ఈశ్వరు నామము వెంకటేశ్వరు నామము శ్రీ వెంకటేశ్వరు నామము ఒకటే
गुरुदेव तव महनीय कृपा मेरे जीवन का अवलंबन है बस एक यही मेरा बल है पल पल पग पग जीवन पथ पर गुरु साथ मेरे रक्षक बन कर विसरूं न कभी यह प्रेम
about 20 years ago, I joined Chinmaya Mission. Not because I was searching for spiritual knowledge, not because I understood Vedanta, but simply for the sake of my children. Like many parents, I brought them to Chinmaya Mission Balavihar so they could learn out our culture, our values, and perhaps few Bhagavad Gita shlokas and puja prayers. At that time, I did not really know you, Puja Gurudev, or the depth of your vision for me. It was just a place for my children. But slowly, something began to change. What began as support for my children slowly became a journey for myself. Attending regularly became curiosity in listening. Listening became interest, and interest became participation, and participation quietly became a personal journey for me. Puja Gurudev, one teaching that deeply touched me was from Gita, your roaring voice. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalahetur bhuhu mate sangostva karmani. You have a choice over your actions, never over the results. Until then, so much of my life was about outcomes, expectations, results. But this one idea that you expounded on Lord Krishna's teachings began to shift something within me. Service was no longer helping others. It became a means to grow within. You transformed lives quietly, steadily. I am one among many who walked in without knowing and stayed because of what I discovered within. Finally, Gurudev, we never forget, you always say, keep smiling. Hari Om.
By sheer luck, by being a Malayali, and by Ishvara's will, I was chosen as Gurudev's cook whenever he visited this part of the country. And I owe my humble gratitude to Vilasini ji for that. It is one of the greatest honors in my life. The last camp by Sri Gurudev was in July 1993 in Massanutten Springs, Virginia. And CNWRC was fortunate to organize that camp. On July 25th, the last day of the camp, Gurudev was coming to Kailas Nivas and spend the night here and fly the next day morning to San Diego for the next camp. So Vilasini ji asked me to be ready by Gurudev's lunch. And Sadaji was supposed to call us before he started from campsite. And it is a good 3 to 3.5 hours drive from Massanutten Spring to here. But apparently, Gurudev told Sadaji, no need to call, we will just go. So I cooked most of the items at home and brought it here, and we prepared the rest of it. Mehtaji's and another devotee's help here. We got panicked and we looked outside the window. And then by the time Gurudev was already getting out of the car and walking towards the door at Kailas Nivas. So Mehtaji, remembering there is no water in the kumbham, she picked up the kumbham and she started walking to get the water. But she wanted to hide the kumbham behind her. So she was walking behind near to the wall, And Gurudev noticed that. And Gurudev said, "You were not expecting me now to go." And the table was set in Kailas Nivas downstairs. And so they had the lunch, and then the dessert item came. And it was pal payasam, which is a very special sweet in Kerala. It's a delicacy of Kerala. And the one I made was, of course, without sugar and ghee, because sugar and ghee is it was not allowed in his diet. So it was made with sugar substitute and no ghee. And it definitely doesn't taste like the real thing. So when we served the payasam, Gurudev said, "Thank you for telling me this is dessert." So July 25th is the last day. In his physical form, he interacted with the devotees. So the lunch was over, and I remember Gurudev ate very well. I was very happy. He ate well. After eating, he got up. There was a long belch, a loud belch. In Kerala tradition, at least, belching after a meal is a sign of satisfaction. It meant the guest is happy with the food we offered him. To our Swamiji, Gurudev's belching on that day meant much more than that. It was more than just a good meal. It was very unique. I heard Swamiji talking about this incident in several occasions. And he always said, Swamiji never heard such a loud, long belching from him. Even today, our Swamiji's eyes widens when we talk about this incident. On the last day of the camp, there is a banquet. And all delegates have lunch with Sri Gurudev and all other acharyas. Sri Gurudev and all acharyas are seated on the podium. Gurudev's food was prepared separately, and I was there serving him. I was standing just behind him to the side, waiting on him. He finished one of the items in the plate, and he turned around and looked at me and pointed towards it, hinting he wanted more of that, and I served. After finishing eating, Gurudev got up and started towards the wash basin, and he said in a very low voice, "Akartaham, abhoktaham." And he kept on walking. We know he is a Sthita Prajna. Occasionally, I did have a question in my head, does he really enjoy food because he is a Sthita Prajna? Or does he really feel happy and sad like we do? And there it was, the answer to my question. Yes, he did. He did enjoy food because he asked for seconds. And yet, he was beyond it. Akartaham, abhoktaham. When we stretch our hand for our favorite food next time, remind ourselves, I am neither the doer nor the eater. Akartaham, abhoktaham, I alone am.
This Chinmaya mission that you have for us has offered a platform. She was a little girl. Swami Dhirananda had always encouraged her. She was a Balviha student. She would sing here on the stage, and we would all enjoy. So please enjoy a bhajan presentation from Purvi Nanamati.
गुरु की शरण में सदा ही रहना, सदा गुरु की सेवा करना, यही है मेरा व्रत जीवन का, यही है मेरा व्रत जीवन का, गुरु कृपा से ही इसे निभाना, गुरु की शरण में सदा ही रहना। चिन्मय गुरवे नमो नमः चिन्मय गुरवे नमो नमः केरल देशे प्रकटित चिन्मय बालकृष्ण नाम्नायुत चिन्मय चट्टम्बी गुरु शिक्षित चिन्मय शैशवे हि संस्कारित चिन्मय चिन्मय गुरवे नमो नमः चिन्मय गुरवे नमो नमः.
So the pure self, or the attempt at realizing the highest through contemplation, is the most powerful purifier. Some Siddha, those who have purified their mind sufficiently, kalena, in time. It's not that immediately, the moment you contemplate, you realize it. Slowly, slowly, just as you compose yourself and in time you glide into deep sleep, from one plane of consciousness to another, in the same way, kalena, in time, Atmani Vindadi gains the experience of a total self.
So knowledge is the greatest detergent. Knowledge, not intellectual knowledge. That's what Gurudev said, nobody can give it to you. You have to get it by yourself. The Guru's presence, his teachings can make you cultivate the qualifications that are necessary to glide into that state. So that realization is the knowledge. But why it is said as the greatest purifier? There are so many purifiers, many detergents. How many detergents are there? You know very well. But knowledge is the highest. Why? Other purifiers, they can purify our sin. Whatever sin we did, the purifiers can purify the sin. But knowledge means not intellectual. The actual. We are as I as so-and-so. I as doctor. I as lawyer. I as engineer. I as Swami. Including. We do so many. And good, bad, indifferent. Don't think Swami did not do anything bad. Yeah. If you think of that, it is good of you. So, all the bad we have done, detergents may purify. But knowledge, which makes you transcend from I as so-and-so to I as I, that is called knowledge, my true self. Means the I as so-and-so is dead, destroyed, or the rope is burnt. It appears like a rope, but it cannot bind you. That is knowledge which purified, burnt the rope, burnt the ego, burnt the so-and-so. That is the knowledge. Why it is greatest purifier? Other purifiers purify sin, but knowledge purifies the very sinner. Now, how to get that? Gurudev says, Shraddha. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. Now, what is Shraddha? Gurudev himself declares.
Faith in yourself and in the goodness of the Supreme are necessary accessories for accomplishing all great achievements. But mere blind faith is impotent. It must be followed by sweaty efforts and panting hours of work. You accomplish nothing with faith alone, and you can do nothing without it. Cultivate faith and support it with your honest and sincere efforts. Swami Chinmayananda.
So when the faith is flowing through my seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, feeling, and thinking, then understand the faith is real faith. So that faith we have to cultivate to realize I as I, the pure consciousness, Chinmaya, the Sakshi. Thank you very much.
आरती श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरु की दिव्य रूप मूर्ति करुणा की आरती सद्गुरु की सिद्धवाणी की तपोभूमि में नित्य विराजे गुरु हमारे भक्त हृदयानंद स्रोत की आरती श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरु की आरती सद्गुरु की आरती सद्गुरु की। बोलिए श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। गुरु की शरण में सदा ही रहना, सदा गुरु की सेवा करना।
Hari Om. Now let's listen to Gurudev. What should be our attitude in japa?
Don't be mechanically Ram Rama 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 Rama. कौन है राम रामा राम 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 राम? कहाँ जा रहे हो? Where are you going? राम रामा राम रामा राम राम. Waste of time. That the mind is chanting, you must be aware of. Japa yajna is an attempt of the intellect continuously contemplating upon him, and lest the intellect run away into dissimilar thought currents, the mind is whispering to the intellect that we are doing it on him, and that's association of ideas.
This whole week we are invoking Gurudev's grace and blessings. So now let's enjoy Gurudev's Gita 365.
Whoever he be, tu indeed, dharmya amridam idam. This amrita, balmy, dharma, way of life, consisting of these 36 values of life, which is balmy in the sense that your ulcerated inner personality, immoral and vulgar thoughts of the past has wounded and ulcerated the mind, and it is flowing with pus and blood and pain and agony. All those leprous wounds of immorality in your inner personality can all be magically removed by the balm. And what is that balm? These 36 values. Try to live these 36 values of life. A life consisting of these values. A life in which you are dedicated to these values. It cures you from all ulcerations of your inner personality. Amrita idam yethoktam padyupasade. As we explained it now, yethoktam padyupasade. Try to live it exhaustively as much as you can, as steadily as you can. Shraddhadhana matparama, those who have got Shraddha, those who have got the understanding of why these values have been told, how it can economize your mental expenditure, the energies in the world outside, how it can conserve the extra energies in the mind. Shraddhadhana matparama, those who have considered me as the supremost, the goal, the ideal to reach. Bhakta, such bhaktas are Ativa me priya. They are the greatest love for me. I love them the most. Superlative. Ativa, extremely. I love such people. Meaning, one who has come to live these 36 values of life. He and the Lord, there is no distinction. It's complete and merged.
So Gurudev adds to our 74 values another 36. So you can add 36 plus. For the 74 years, this is 75th year Chinmaya movement, 75 glorious years. Now 36 more from next year onwards. What 36? Where, Swami? Chapter 12, from verse 13 onwards. Adveshta sarvabhutana maitra karuna evacha nirmamo nirahankaraha samaduhka sukaha kshami. You know that beautiful verses. So that was the yajna also this year. So 36 values Gurudev enumerates there. Good.
On this special occasion of Gita Chanting Competition Trophy and Awards Distribution Day, we offer our salutations to a great master, Swami Chinmayananda. Among the 108 names that we honor him by, one stands out with special power. Gita Jnana Yajna Pracharakaya Namaha. To bring the wisdom of the Gita into the lives of ordinary people like us. Let us feel our Pujya Gurudev's divine presence today in this auditorium. Gurudev is witnessing our young Balavihar champion chanters being recognized for their Gita chanting talents. And of course, parents and adults too, thank you for participating. We are carrying our Pujya Gurudev's mission forward to the next generation. Let us seek our Pujya Gurudev's blessings to continue our spiritual quest.
Once upon a time. That is how all stories start. Long ago. Once upon a time.
Shirsha means head, the highest point of the body. So Atharva Shirsha means highest knowledge in the Atharva Veda. That is, Atharva Shirsha word itself we can quickly translate as highest knowledge in the Atharva Veda. What is Atharva? Shirsha I mentioned. What is Atharva? Tharva means trembling. When do we tremble? Shaken when we are scared, afraid, isn't it? So Atharva would be meaning what? No trembling, no fear, fearless. So it is that highest knowledge in the Atharva Veda makes us fearless. Make us understand that when we learn Ganapati Atharva Shirsha, I would be able to experience that highest truth, and then I could be fearless. And at the same time, I will continue doing the puja worship with the form, but I would be best fit for this knowledge when I learn and chant Ganapati Atharva Shirsha.
भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः सुष्ठुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Shows about Guru, Shishya Parampara, and grace of the Guru, and how seemingly one who was not able to, ignorant or not able to absorb the knowledge like others were able to, how he got and he made the most difficult, in the most difficult meter he could write the different texts also. So, point is, we got to hear about Adi Shankaracharya, his life, Guru Shishya Parampara, Guru's grace. So we thought this was the most appropriate for today's.
Mahamaya, Mahamaya, Devi Brahmani Rudrani, Mahamaya, Devi Brahmani Rudrani, Mahamaya, Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shaktirupen Sanstita, Namastasyai, Namastasyai, Namastasyai Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Bhaktirupen Sanstita, Namastasyai, Namastasyai, Namastasyai Namo Namaha.
Based on what we have been learning and how we have been thinking about it, it almost seems like Jnana Yoga should be the path, but in this, a completely different concept is being brought up. I'd be very interested in learning more to see which is the better path.
Why not hear from our Gurudev, who's the master? So let's see what Gurudev has to say about this.
So that he says, my avesha mana, bring your mind to me. It doesn't matter whether it is through devotion or through contemplation. The essential factor is bring your mind to me. All of us are very devoted. We visit our temple or church or mosque, the house of gods. But even though we are with great belief in the Lord, go there, at the altar when we stand, our mind runs away from Him. Mind back again in the village. My property, my litigation, blah, blah, blah. Hi, hi. He says, bring your mind to me.
When I understand the idea is not perfect, somebody said perfection, is the enemy of the good, but sometimes it leaves me more upset that it is just not hitting the mark at that moment because
Correct. And the remedy for that is to do enough japa when you're not agitated.
so you get to that
If
point
you
faster.
if you treat japa as a troubleshooter, it won't work. You have to do enough japa when you're not agitated so that it gets into your mind and is then available to you to troubleshoot. So you have to get the japa has to be penetrating the mind. Really, I'm so encouraged by listening to all of you talk about this verse, because the essence of it has been caught by everyone. Lots of wisdom has been shared by each one of you. So I literally have nothing to add. But let me say something, just because you expect me to say something. Like Vandana, I was struck by this word anacha. It's a word that I've never come across anywhere else. So I looked up the dictionary to see what it really means. It really means dirty. And as the etymology that Vandana also went into, an-acha is the opposite of su-acha. Su-acha is swacha. and anacha is the opposite of swacha. So then I said, what does this anacha mean for us in this context? The impurity, dirt in the mind is really our vasanas. Our desire for objects is the dirt in the mind. So as long as we have this dirt in the mind, we are going to be attracted to objects. And that's going to be our problem. So we have to work at it systematically, because the alternative is death.
गुरु की शरण में सदा ही रहना, सदा गुरु की सेवा करना।
ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। कर्मणा न प्रजया धनेन त्यागेनैके अमृतत्वमानशु परेण नाकं निहितं गुहायां विभ्राजते तद्यदयो विशन्ति वेदान्तविज्ञानसुनिश्चितार्था सन्न्यासयोगा यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः। चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। ब्राह्मणाः तेषां प्रयासनेन प्रश्वसितव्यं श्रद्धया देयम् अश्रद्धया देयम् श्रिया देयम् प्रिया देयम् धिया देयम् संविदा देयम् अतयैवे कर्म विचिकित्सा वा वृत्तविचिकित्सा वा स्यात्। ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ताः युक्ताः अयोक्षा धर्मकामा स्युः यदा ते तत्र नमः। ॐ निरालङ्काय नमः। ॐ निस्सङ्गाय नमः। ॐ निर्मलात्मकाय नमः। ॐ निर्मयोगविचक्षणाय नमः। ॐ तपोराशये नमः। ॐ लोकप्रसिद्धाय नमः। ॐ वाग्मिने नमः। ॐ विमले नमः। ॐ विनोदप्रियाय नमः। ॐ विनयशीलाय नमः। ॐ वीतरागाय नमः। मानस भजरे गुरु शरणं
आरती सद्गुरु की चरणों में उनके शांति समाए, शरणागत की भ्रांति मिटाए, पाप ताप संताप हरण की आरती श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरु की। श्री चिन्मयानंद सद्गुरु महाराज की जय।
There was a poster that said he's going to give the lectures in English, and that he wanted to spread this knowledge to the masses. The first thought that came to my mind was, of course, there seems to be some mismatch some misunderstanding about the definition of masses, because most people at that time understood Hindi and not English. Only the college educated were the ones who knew English. I used to go to the gym in the evening after the day's work, and it happened that the hall, or I would say a pendal, big pendal, where there are about 3,000 people assembled, I sneaked into the hall or the pendal from the backside after finishing my gym work. And I saw a very dynamic Swami on the stage with very convincing voice, eloquent, giving the lecture. It was on chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita. So I listened to the first day's lecture, and then I was convinced that I should come the next day also, which I did. And the very first thing that he said at the beginning of his lecture is that some people think that my definition of masses is out of whack. I was stunned. I said, how could you read my mind? That's exactly what my thought was. So he explained that in those days, in the world, there were only two languages. One was English and another was French. He said that I knew English very well. I did not have to learn French to spread this knowledge world around. And my eyes opened up. I said, oops. I was thinking local, and he's thinking global.
I met Gurudev. I may have been less than 10, maybe, in the late 80s. I believe it was a series of talks at the University of Maryland. Chapter 6 of Gita, my mother tells me. But what I remember was his voice. And even as a child, you know, a child perceives differently than an adult. There's no thinking filter. So that child knew there's something true in what this person is saying. Even though nothing was understood, that child knew this person is speaking like no other person I've heard speaking. That taught me to listen with my full being and not just to words. I was at his last lecture, I believe Mazanetta Springs. He thundered on and on and on. I remember at some point he said, these doctors think they're keeping me alive. Just to humble the doctors in the audience. But I remember the way he captured the audience. And a few weeks later, or within a few months, he would have gone to California and he would have left his body. But now looking back, I can see that moment crystal clear. What I see is that he would have known what it was to have a life well led. In that moment, he was standing there with his hands like this. He would have known that his work was done. He would have completed a massive amount of work on the heels of Shankaracharya and Vivekananda, continuing the tradition of spreading the message of Advaita, the panacea for all ills. And looking back, I feel as though I can sense that completion. That sense that yes, I have done what it is I had to do.
Moved to Columbia, South Carolina. Then also, University of South Carolina people invited him for Gita Yajna again. And then also he came to our house, and at that time we had a small house, very small house. And next to our house there was a big trees and all those things, you know. So he stood there and he was telling, oh, how nice the birds chirping and all these things. So but just to talk to him, just to be in his presence is blessing. And second thing, that I made Diksha for him from my own hand and gave it to him. That is more than anything for me in my life. He is a rishi, he is a god, and he came to us, and it is my blessings.
So if I'm standing here today, it has got nothing to do with me. It is all about His grace. That He hand-held me step by step by step by step and took me through the various processes and connected me to the mission. All we need, one thing I always say to people, hold on to the goal. The rest will happen. Never let go of the goal. If you hold on to the goal, someday He will make it happen. This is for sure. You might be on the spiritual path, but you are dancing around. The path becomes straight when you have accepted Him as your Guru. And that is the only way by which you can progress on the spiritual path.
Ganganapataye namo namaha, Siddhivinayak namo namaha, Ashtavinayak namo namaha, Ganapati Bappa Moria.
समस्त लोक स्वामिनी हिमसैन बालिका रघुपति पद परम प्रेम तुलसी यह अचल नेम देहु भै प्रसन्न पाहि प्रणत पालिका पर्व शर्वरीश बरनि तापति निर तरुण तरणी किरण मालिका किरण मालिका किरण मालिका
गुरुदेव तव महनीय कृपा गुरुदेव तव महनीय कृपा.
He is with us. He is protecting us, He is guiding us. And most important, we should not forget Him. He is there. And so that's why we are here together to remind He is with us all the time.
In a land where shadows of confusions fell, where right and wrong were hard to tell, Bharat drifted in a restless tide, with ancient wisdom cast aside. A newborn India, free but lost, searching for truth at any cost. Then came Gurudev in his Jnana Avatar, shining bright like a morning star. With a lion's roar, he cleared the haze to guide the youth through the modern maze. Who am I? What is my way? He answered the hearts that had gone astray.
How do I raise my child in this country? And he had said, taking his hand to that girl and saying, you are doing good, you are taking him to Balvihar. Last camp, Masanata camp. Arvind and I, when we prostrated to him, again he looks at me, and Gurudev looks at me and asked, does he treat you well? So what I'm saying as a father, mother, does he treat you well? And before even I could answer anything, he looks at Arvind and says, make sure my child shouldn't have to complain. Make sure my child should not have to complain. He had chosen all of us as an instrument. Our instrument should be hollow so that he will bring out beautiful music out of it.
Amba Parameshwari Akhilandeshwari, Amba Parameshwari Akhilandeshwari. Om Gurudev Jaya Gurudev, सद्गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव.
अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः.
I offer salutations unto the unborn.
Om Ajaya Namaha. Om Ajaya Namaha.
I offer salutations unto the imperishable.
Om Avyaya Namaha. Om Avyaya Namaha.
I surrender unto the one who is the embodiment of eternity, purity, wisdom, and freedom.
Om Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namaha. Om Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namaha.
So once somebody asked, Gurudev, we come and attend your yajna and get inspired, but then we have nothing to do for the entire remaining part of the year until you choose to come back whenever you choose to come back. So Gurudev said, no, that should not be the case. You should continue your study on a regular basis. And from there grew the concept of study groups. Okay. So, continuous connection with the message will keep us inspired in spite of the troubles that we go through in the world.
A satsang's benefit must be evident to all of us here, but in a study group setting, it is even more so because we are typically a close-knit group, we are smaller in number, we meet more frequently, so there's a more collaborative environment there.
Ananda Gurunatha, Sachidananda Gurunatha Ramana, सारे विश्व का वो है दाता नारायण भगवान. सारे विश्व का वो है दाता नारायण भगवान. गुरु हमारे तन मन सब है.
So as a family, we are praying together to Pujya Gurudev to keep us on the path of virtue, courage, and wisdom.
गुरु की शरण में सदा ही रहना.
सच्चिदानंद गुरु चिन्मयानंद गुरु सच्चिदानंद गुरु चिन्मयानंद
यो वेदादौ स्वरप्रोक्तो वेदान्ते च प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रकृतिलीनस्य यः परः स महेश्वरः न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकम् नीमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वम् तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति ॐ हर हर नमः पार्वतीपतये हर हर महादेव
गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे
ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः धूपम् आघ्रापयामि. Please offer flowers.
अनेक जन्म सम्प्राप्त कर्मबन्ध विदाहिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः
ॐ अविनाशिने नमः.
I surrender unto the inner controller.
ॐ अन्तर्यामिने नमः.
I bow down unto the blissful one.
ॐ आनन्दाय नमः.
I surrender unto the Supreme Lord.
ॐ ईश्वराय नमः.
Atha Naivedyam Om Brahmarpanam
ब्रह्महविः ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्म समाधिना.
Let us offer our obeisance to Puja Gurudev by chanting the Guru Padaka Stotram. The Guru Padaka Stotram is a very powerful chant that glorifies the sandals of the Guru, which are symbolically represented as the boat to help cross the endless ocean of life. This chant will enable those who listen to become receptive to the Guru's grace. The Guru Padaka Stotram is sung by the Bala Vihar parents.
संसार समुद्रतारा नौकायिताभ्यां गुरुभक्तिदाभ्यां वैराग्य साम्राज्यपूजनाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्याम्. आरति श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरु की दिव्य रूप मूर्ति करुणा की. आरति सद्गुरु की चरणों में उनके शांति समाये शरणागत की भ्रांति मिटाए पावताप संताप हरण की. आरति श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरु की. आरति सद्गुरु की.
Lovingly feel all relative relationships as expressions of the divine consciousness, Chinmaya.
So today Gurudev will address our study group. We will be talking about Dhanam because that's what we are studying on. So let's hear to Gurudev's talk.
Why am I giving it? For this institute or for that institute, for Chinmaya mission, for Krishnale. Why do you give it? Dadavyam. I must give. It deserves. And if I don't give, I will be unhappy. Therefore, I am giving. Dadavyamidi. Yadana. I give a charity, a scholarship to an intelligent but poor boy. Why are you doing it? Dadavyam. It must be given. Or else I will not have no peace of mind. to rest peacefully in my sleep. I'll be disturbed all the time that he came and asked me and I did not give it, even though I can afford it. I did not give that in order to avoid the sorrows of omission. By not giving, I will be disturbed. Therefore, I am compelled to give. Dadavyamidi yaddanam. Diyate, you give. And mind you, anupakari. From one from whom you never had any service before, nor are you expecting any services before, after. Not an upakari, not one who has obliged you before and you are giving back again. That's the difference.
गुरु की शरण में सदा ही रहना, सदा गुरु की सेवा करना।
ओम अजाय नमः। ओम अजाय नमः। ओम अव्ययाय नमः। ओम अव्ययाय नमः। ओम अविनाशिने नमः। ओम अविनाशिने नमः। ओम अचिन्त्याय नमः। ओम अचिन्त्याय नमः। ओम अप्रमेयाय नमः। ओम अप्रमेयाय नमः।
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते
मा फलेषु कदाचन
मा फलेषु कदाचन
मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भुः
मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भुः
ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि
मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि
सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
गुरुदेवाय नमो नमः। गुरुदेवाय नमो नमः। हे परमेश्वर नमो नमः। हे परमेश्वर नमो नमः। गुरुदेवाय नमो नमः। गुरुदेवाय नमो नमः। ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश्वर रूपा ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश्वर रूपा त्रिमूर्ति रूपा नमो नमः। त्रिमूर्ति रूपा नमो नमः। चिन्मय रूपा नमो नमः। चिन्मय रूपा नमो नमः।
तपोवनशिष्याय जीवन्मुक्ताय ज्ञानगङ्गाप्रेरिताय तीर्थस्वरूपाय आत्मस्वरूपाय आङ्ग्लभाषाविदुत्तमाय गीताज्ञानयज्ञप्रचारकाय सत्यसङ्कल्पाय चिन्मयानन्दरूपाय नमो नमः। चिन्मयं जगदीश्वरं प्रणमाम्यहम्।